Hello everyone, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Tria Febri Wulandari from English Education Department 6A. In this video, I'm going to talk about qualitative and quantitative research. We will see what makes the difference, especially in terms of instruments, data, analysis, and result. After that, I'll explain what kind of experimental design can be used if we only have one class as the population. And finally, I'll discuss several types of research that are commonly used in English language teaching or ELT, such as experimental research, correlation, classroom action research, content analysis, case study, phenomenology, and research and development or R&D. According to Creswell, 2024, Ari et al. 2019, and Gall, these two approaches have different goals and characteristics. The first one, quantitative research, focuses on measurement in deals with numbers, variables, and statistics. For example, if we want to know whether using an e-model improves student reading scores, we give them a pre-test, then the treatment, and then a post-test. Meanwhile, qualitative research focuses on understanding meaning and the experience. The data here are words, observation, interview, or documents. For example, if we want to understand how students feel about learning English with an e-model, we interview them, take field notes, and analyze their stories. The second, experimental design with only one class in quantitative research, especially experimental studies. Sometimes the researcher can only use one class. In this case, the design commonly used in the one group pre-test and post-test design, where students are tested before or after the treatment. The design is simple but often used in classroom research. In addition to experimental studies, several other types of research are commonly used in English language teaching or ELT. The first, experimental research. To examine the effect of a treatment, for example, using video media to improve speaking skill. Second, correlation research. To identify relationship between variables, for example, between learning motivation and vocabulary mastery. Third, classroom action research, conducted by teachers in their own classroom to improve teaching and learning processes. 4. Content analysis, to evaluate the content of textbook, curricula, or teaching material. 5. Case study, an in-depth study of individual or a group. 6. Phenomenology, to explore student experience, for instance, in online learning. And the last, research and the development or R&D, aimed to producing new products such as module or learning application. Each of these research types has its own function, and all of them are important for the development of English language teaching. For the conclusion, that's all for the explanation about qualitative and quantitative research. I want to say